We are joined by Additional Advocate General Sudhakar Reddy. Sir, right now, the whole sequence, the Naidu episode that is going on, it is revolving around you. The bail petition, the petition that has been filed in the High Court. So what do you have to say about the involvement of Chandrababu Naidu? What have you discovered on the judicial point of view?
Being the Additional Advocate General of AP State, I was made to prosecute the case of crime number 29 of 2023. And incidentally, because on 837, that is Chandrababu Naidu was arrested. Prior to this also I did for 836, 35 also. From there I entered the scene. And he was arrested on 9th at 6 a.m. there, 8th or 9th. That's on Saturday. Saturday morning he was arrested at 6 a.m. at Nandyal and was produced before the special court for ACB court by 6 a.m. in the next morning. And at the time of production, we have submitted his remand request to remand him to judicial custody. The argument went on for hours and hours and hours and days. And finally was remanded. The main allegation offenses against him are section 13, 2 and 3 of Prevention of Corruption Act, 409 IPC, 120B of IPC. These are the main offences alleged against him. Being a Chief Minister of AP State, he facilitated the loot and colossal ciphering of funds of 371 crores from the state exchequer. And finally, it came back where it started, the money flow. Likewise, I said that water in the sea, after the summer, it gets evaporated, forms into a cloud, then again rains back and falls in the sea. That's how it had happened. This was a very 371 crores state is being looted. The projection was that a project was conceived and envisaged, supposed to be financed, supposed to be supported by Siemens AG Germany. The original GO that was taken out was that. Totally project cost is 3,300 crores this project is to develop software and hardware, to equip people with engineering and all, to develop their skills in that. That's basic concept of the project. In the GO it was said that we give the entire project free by the AG, German Siemens AG. That is 330 out of 333 crores project, just you contribute 10%. Grant in aid, we would give everything free. That was the GO that was brought into. So entire 3,300 crore project, they will bring all software, necessary software and hardware, put it here. And in the process, at the conclusion, the state government has to put in 10% as its contribution. Immediately an agreement was entered to. Totally it was not in the way that was projected in as per GO. And finally this amount was being released to the one design tech companies and percolated to all shell companies. And then finance department took objection to that. We are not supposed to release anything because they have not done anything as per the GO, as per the agreement also. Then it was overruled by the then Chief Minister, and he made the finance to pay release the BROs. That's it.
Sir, apart from the overruling, the procedure by the Chief Minister, we have seen that CID, after investigation, has given all the facts and evidences handed over to you, and you are, representing it in the court. So, did you find any evidences that are, the funds are directly transferred to Chandrababu Naidu's account or maybe his family's account directly?
This is no, please don't confuse. This is the remand stage. This is not the final trial stage. And this is not the stage where we file charge sheet. It's a stage where a prima facie case is to be established at the remand stage.
So has it been established that the funds...
It has been established in such a way that the two people who were instrumental in forming shell companies in income tax rate case, and these people are one and the same. And when government gave 160 notices for them to come and appear and depose, they left the country. They made themselves scarce and absconded. And finally, it was the overpowering effect of CM, though the finance department took objections not to release, pay them, release them, knowing pretty well that nothing is coming up as per the agreement. They have to bring in, put in at least 90% of the infrastructure there, then we have to put in out 10%. At least that's not there. They never brought in their infrastructure on 10 paise worth, and we have doled out 371 crores. This was not initiated by this government, this case. In 2018, a raid took place in Pune by the Directorate General of GST people, Revenue Intelligence. They found out that these few companies are swindling AP State Exchequer up to 371 crores. So it's not we that filed this case. This tip-off came, the alert came from in 2018 on the raid conducted by the DGGST.
Sir, any bail petition filed by CBN, because you have to file a counter in that. So any bail petition filed by them or any counter, asked for?
Here I was informed that just now they filed one bail application in the lower court, and they have filed some petitions before the High Court. And the petitions that were filed before the High Court were listed on 19th. That's on Tuesday. Today, just I received a WhatsApp message that they have filed. I'm not there. We have to receive this thing, file a counter, and go for arguments.
Sir, how necessary it is to get a CBN to the set custody or the police custody here? How important it is? What are the aspects that will be?
We have to extract much more what is under the carpet. We have to extract. We have to know. We have to interrogate. We have to interrogate him. We have to investigate the whole case. It is necessary because it's not a small amount. It's worth of hundreds and hundreds of crores, and everybody keeps quiet and I'm not to be touched. It's purely a corruption case. In corruption cases, you must be knowing about Chidambaram's case. The Supreme Court said that you have to put your foot firm on such issues. In Chidambaram case, that's worth is about 3 to 4 crores, something like that. It is 300 crores, 371 crores. The view rightly taken by the Honorable Supreme Court is that when such financial scams are involved, the government should be serious, and after all, it is your money, my money, and his money. It's taxpayers' money. These people just cannot dole out their state largesse. That's what I told. It's just like evaporating water from the sea and then going up and then coming down again in the form of rain. That's what had happened here.
Sir, in the hours and day-long argument that took place in the special ACB court,
Since you're knowing about it, were you there at place?
No, did Nara, I'm asking you, sir, did Nara Chandrababu Naidu mention anything about this kind of transaction or him approving about the same?
Pardon? No, he need not approve, he need not disapprove. At the end of the trial, he got the chance under 313 CRPC to say, what do you say about the case? Not prior to that. He would.
Any points in the argument that you would like to mention that had, you would like to mention right now?
No, it was just a preliminary stage at a pre-cognizance remand stage, that is it, 167 CRPC. It's a routine process, not much effort is necessary. But it's a high-profile case. They argued for hours and hours and hours, days and days together.
One last question, sir, that you're representing the AP government in the Honorable Court, but the opposition had been slamming that the police department, the CID, is working as a private army to the present government. So anything you would like to say on that?
Is it their habit that once they were in government, they made these agencies to work as private armies for them? There is a law prescribed. They cannot travel beyond that. When this offense came into light about 2018, the case has been investigated. And these people has to take forward the torch carry forward. Just by investigating, if you say that they are acting as a private army, what do they mean by that? Arrest is bad? You cannot arrest anyone? Is it not the statutory duty? Is it not the statutory power? What do they specifically mean by they are acting as a private army?
Do you think any legal action will be taken on these statements that they are making?
Pardon?
Do you think any legal action will be taken by the government through you on this particular statements that are being...
On big issues, unfortunate to say, it's unfortunate to say, they're untouchable. They cannot. They are so big a people. This trial matter, even in big issues,
Who you mean?
the people who are referring, I'm saying, they grew beyond the scope of law and acts. Yes, we are trying to slowly bring down that law is still there in the country, in the state. Slowly we are bringing them down to the level of law. That's it.
Thank you so much.